This is an effect that actually looks really complicated, and I was like, where do I start with this idea? And then when I got down to it, it was only like 3 steps. Kind of super easy to do and good to have in your back pocket, and know how once you set it up you can just change some of the settings and use it indefinitely. It's quite a cool tool to have, and I guarantee if you went to uni for this, they wouldn't teach you this in a million years. You'd ask them and they'd go, but why do you need it? Why would you need it? You need to know this, and this, which is so boring. So stick with me and you'll learn the 3 steps and you'll be done forever. So let's get started. So this effect only takes 3 steps. So let's start with creating a new comp. Create a new comp, 1920 by 1080p. Doesn't matter about the frame rate. 30 frames is good, but I'm going to go with 25. Hit OK. Then right click and click on New Solid. Make sure it's black and hit OK. From there, go to the Effects and Presets panel and we're going to drag across Fractal Noise. Okay. We're only going to change a few settings here. Change the noise type to block. So let me zoom in so we get these block kind of effects. And then we're going to change the contrast, rank it up as high as it can go. Oh, not that high. Maybe around 400, yep. And then open up the transform tab and uncheck uniform scale because we want to change the shape. Because we want to change the shape of the fractal noise. With the width, take it up to about, well, the highest it can go, that's pretty good. And bring the height down to about half of that, so 50. Type it in is a lot easier. Okay, so we're getting this sort of effect, which looks pretty good. Okay, now if you press play, it's just a solid shape. So make sure your playhead's at the beginning. What we're going to do is hold Alt down and click on Evolution. Now that brings up this box here where you can actually type effects in. So we'll get rid of that and we're just going to type this simple expression. Couldn't think of the word. Type this simple expression in. So it's time rather, then times 500. And then click out of it, don't hit enter. If you hit play, it's starting to glitch and move around. So this is the effect that we're looking for. Perfect. Okay. Once you've done that, that step's done. So we need to pre-comp this. So right click and pre-comp. I'm going to name it Fractal Noise, so I know what I'm referring to. Brill. Okay. Then I'm going to turn this off for now. Click on the text tool and type in whatever fractal noise, whatever text you want to glitch. So I'm going to type my name, my channel name in. So Cardiff, and make this a little bigger so you can actually see. Okay, I've just realized this is in Helvetica font. If you know why we shouldn't use this, let me know in the comments below. But anyway, make sure it's under the fractal noise, and once you're happy with the text, right click and pre-comp again, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, now to get the glitch effect working, go back into the Effects and Presets panel and type in Displacement Map here, and drag and drop this onto the text. Before we do anything to the displacement map, we need to turn off the fractal noise layer, as we don't need to see it, but we'll do need to refer back to it in the settings. From there, change the displacement map layer from text to fractal noise. And we're already getting, let me zoom in, we're already getting this nice cool glitching effect. Perfect. Okay, so displacement map does, it takes the color from the source and shifts the object or text to the left or the right. So the darker the object or black, it shifts to the left. The lighter the object or white, it displaces to the right. Knowing that, we're going to displace this a bit more. So under maximum horizontal displace, we're going to change that from 50 to, how far can we go, 500? Whoa, look at that. Let me zoom out a bit. 515, that looks really good. Okay, and then hit the keyframe here. Make sure your playhead's at the beginning. I'm going to go to 1 second and change that down to 0. So as if it's forming Oh, that looks really good. Okay. Hit U on the keyboard to bring up the keyframes. Brill, I'm going to zoom in a little. That looks good, but what I'm going to do, about 2/3 of the way in, I'm going to put a keyframe in for the vertical one. So at the beginning, hit the keyframe. I'm going to actually set it as 0. And then move into about 3/4 of the way. Just before that, bring that keyframe across and then let it pop up a little, so to about just a tad, 50, 40, and then when it hits 1 second, back down to 0. So we get this sort of effect, yeah. Bro. Now, the only thing left to do now is to add some color. So in the effects and presets panel, type in Colorama and drag and drop this onto the text. Now, to make this work properly, we need to make sure it's at the top of the effects panel. We're placing this at the top because we need the color to apply first before any effects happen. Otherwise, the color will be applied to the effects, which doesn't really work in the long run. So we're going to change these settings a little. So now we're only getting one color through. If you open up output cycle, you can see all these spectrums here, but we're actually only getting one color. As Colorama is looking for a black and white spectrum to apply the color to, so we need to tell it which look. So under input phase, under add phase, change none to fractal noise. You can see we're getting some color through. Perfect, you can see we're getting some color through now. This is because the effect is now taking its value from the fractal noise and it's getting the full color spectrum coming through. Here's a tip in Colorama. Under output cycle, you can actually choose a lot of the presets they have. So rusty. Oh, everyone's looking for rusty effect. Or mossy. Or something like deep ocean, which looks really cool. Got different tones of blue. Or horizon. That's pretty cool. Or I think they had fire. Yeah, fire. Oh, that looks nice. But we're just going to go to the hue cycle, so it's got all the colors. And finally, just to make it pop a little more, we need to add the glow effect. If you've been around here a while, you know this is my favorite. So drag and drop the glow in, and we're going to add this 4 times overall. But the first one is we're going to change the threshold level down to 20, the glow radius down to 3, and then the intensity from that we're going to change it down to 0.5. Bro. Duplicate this by hitting Command and D. Keep the glow threshold the same, but we're going to change the radius to this one to 12, and we're going to drop the intensity down to 0.3. Duplicate this again, and we're going to really crank up the radius to around 50, 51 is fine, but change the intensity down to 0.1 and do that twice. Now if I want to change the color a bit more of the, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, let's stick with this. So that's the 3 steps you need to create this glitch. I would change one more thing. So if I go into my fractal noise area, my pre-comp for fractal noise, and type in Gaussian, never type it, so let's type in blur instead. So look for Gaussian blur, which is here. If I drag and drop this in and increase it by say 10, so we're getting some blurred lines in between. If you go back to your pre-comp, you get more of a fluid kind of glitch. We can add to that, so if we add in say noise, just change it by 10 again. Let's see how that works. Oh, it looks even more like a glitch. And that's it. And it's just that simple. And that's it. How simple was that in 3 steps? There's so many possibilities with this. You can even have it glitch from the word into another word as it forms together, or you can turn it into lights and have it against the board. There's just, the possibilities are endless. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As always, hit the like and subscribe button. I need to give a special thanks to the people that filled out the survey for me. It really helped me and point me in a direction, especially this person who said be confident in yourself. Thank you so much, whoever did that. It really pushed me to do these, to keep going with these videos. Honestly, I had lost my direction and didn't know what to do. So thank you so much for filling them out. I am trying to get to around 50. I think I have around 12, maybe 15. So I'll put the link to the survey in this video as well, but I would really appreciate it if you could fill that out. I'm here every week, so I'll see you next Monday at 3 o'clock, and as always, stay inspired.